Wait, did you know that frankincense and myrrh have powerful physiological effects on humans, and their use in sacred rituals is probably not just symbolic? Frankincense and myrrh are both resins extracted from trees in the Berseraceae family, also known as the torchwood or incense family. The burning of incense was widespread in Egypt, and large quantities were burned every day in Egyptian temples. According to Plutarch, the ancient Egyptians burned frankincense in the morning, myrrh at midday, and kifi or kapet in the evening. Kifi is a compound incense that was used in ancient Egypt. Certain types of incense were associated with some specific gods and ceremonies. Historically, the use of frankincense and myrrh dates back to 2800 BCE, when, as mentioned in ancient Egyptian medical records, they were used as burn incense and in perfumes, as well as for the preparation of unguents and balm for mummification. Their combined use is well documented in the Papyrus Ebers, a collection of prescriptions dating from approximately 1500 BCE, wherein they were prescribed for the treatment of skin sores and wounds. Thus, frankincense and myrrh were well known at the time of writing of the Bible, in which they were extensively cited, and are considered the most often mentioned aromatic resins. Incense was used to celebrate healing ceremonies and religious retreats. In pagan culture, the smoke that rose towards the sky had a precise meaning. It calmed the anger of the gods, and was accompanied by prayers. In almost all cultures, incense is seen as a sacred medium, able to purify an environment, to influence the mood of people, or during religious practices. In ancient times, it was also used to disinfect rooms where sick people resided. Today it is used in the Catholic liturgy not only as a symbol of veneration, but also of prayer, to honor the people and things present during the celebration of Mass. Over time, these rites have acquired a meaning linked to medicine, religion, and magic, so much so that in Western culture incense is burned to purify homes. If we go to see the American Indians, we discover that instead of using frankincense and myrrh, they use Salvia Apiana, also known as the white sage. This was used in purifying rites, to purify environments from negative energies and disinfect a house after a case of contagious disease. Sumerians used myrrh to treat teeth and intestinal parasitic worms. In the 11th century CE, the Persian philosopher and physician Avicenna applied frankincense oil to treat inflammation and infections of the urinary tract. Microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi, pests, etc., constantly cause a multitude of problems for the preservation of heritage monuments, as well as of all kinds of historical artifacts preserved and exhibited in museums and private works of art. For this, you need to use substances that can control microbial contamination, and they must be relatively harmless to humans. These resins possess precisely this antimicrobial characteristic, and regardless of the lack of sufficient scientific evidence, are considered more or less harmless to humans. Frankincense and its smoke achieved noteworthy results in reducing the number of airborne fungal and bacterial propagules, thus suggesting its possible application as a means of purifying the air inside sacral environments used in their daily rites. Considering this, we can already understand why burning these resins can be considered by different cultures as a purifying act of the environment itself. Resins frankincense and myrrh have been proven to be effective in the treatment of inflammation and cancer. In traditional Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine, they are used mainly for the treatment of chronic diseases. The main chemical constituents of frankincense and myrrh are terpenoids and essential oils. Their common pharmacological effects are anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer. In traditional Chinese medicine, myrrh and frankincense are combined to obtain a better therapeutic effect than both taken alone. They are used to treat blood stasis, inflammation, swelling, and pain. Modern studies have shown that the main pharmacological effects of myrrh are anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, analgesic, and antibacterial, among which the anti-cancer effect has been studied the most. Moreover, the myrrh has also shown antioxidant effects. The same Salvia Apiana, used by the American Indians, has been previously studied regarding its essential oils composition, which are known to contain high amounts of terpenes and terpene derivatives. Demonstrated antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and cytotoxic effects on cancer cells. Although for most people the burning of myrrh or frankincense, or the white sage itself, is only a symbolic gesture, I believe that the origin of such practices, and I repeat the origin, were born for concrete effects on the environment and on the human body. And the term purify is not used by chance. The video ends here. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe in that case. See you at the next video.